Hello, I'm George Caylor, and now you're on the right side. Today, before we begin our message, I would like to talk about our sponsor. Today's Tea Time is brought to you by the Caylor Group, serving successful, happy clients since 1972. Investment, retirement, and financial planning. Call 434-455-7197. Today, there's a couple of things on my mind. If you would, point the camera up at the flintlock up there. It's our old flintlock. The technology is from the 1700s, but it won the Revolutionary War, that and courage. And we have the Second Amendment. And a lot of people who are very anti-gun, anti-Second Amendment, say that the Second Amendment was written for when people only had technology like that flintlock up there. Well, we also have the First Amendment. Okay, you can bring the camera back down. People see what it looks like. And by the way, that thing's really accurate and powerful. But we have the Second Amendment, not because it's a flintlock and that's all they had back then. Why do we have the First Amendment? Well, right now this is on a podcast. It's run through computers. They didn't have that kind of stuff either back then. Does that mean that the First Amendment of free speech is also null and void if it concerns technology beyond the written word? I don't think so. This is my concealed carry gun right here. It's a 9mm. And it's extraordinarily accurate, and it is empty. Make sure it's always empty before I touch it. And I carry it because nobody's allowed to hurt me or anybody who's with me. But you know, the Second Amendment wasn't really written about self-protection from muggers and thugs and terrorists. It was written about tyranny and our government. We had just experienced a British government that had decided that it would disarm us. And our forefathers knew that what comes after gun confiscation or any kind of weapon confiscation is never good. It's not the confiscation that's so bad. It's what always, eventually, comes afterwards. That is the eradication of those that are disarmed. Beginning with my first experience was in the Bible, Esther, when all her people were being disarmed. And now I want to talk about President Trump a little bit. I have a picture here of Mr. Trump and Mr. Pence and me. And when I met with them, I really liked them. I want to talk about the impeachment just a little bit. I met with them a couple of years ago, and I've been so pleased with Mr. Trump's presidency. The stock market is way up. Unemployment is way down. Our trade deficit is coming back into something that's not tyrannical in itself. The Chinese aren't taking advantage of us, nor is the European Union, the way they did under previous presidents. Also, foreign aid, we're not going to give it to people who are trying to hurt us. I mean, that's insane. And now we just denied Pakistan $1 billion in military aid because they were harboring terrorists, and they don't like us, so why should we give them our money? They can hate us for free. Also about Christmas while we're here. Wearing my Christmas tie, I wanted to give you a Christmas greeting. Jesus came to earth to show us how to live and to die for our sins. And it grieves me that on the day that we commemorate his birth, December 25th, everybody's afraid to say Merry Christmas. And that's just not right. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, we have made too much of his birthday with all the shopping and gifts and everything that's all commercialized. Well, I know that's true. But our stores need to make a profit. But I'm only going to shop at those stores where they actually say Christmas. I'll do my Kwanzaa shopping and holiday shopping at all the stores that say Kwanzaa and holiday. But a store that doesn't say Christmas, they're not going to get a dime out of me. I appreciate your listening to my tea time spot today. You're on the right side. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas.